Welcome to day 9 of Project Pack 25. So today we're going to need our phi tile, we're going to need our tortillon, our General's 555 pencil, or just one of your softer pencils, HB pencil, your Micron 01, a Micron 08, and then you have the option. I think I'm going to be using this silver pen. It's a Uniball Signo. I believe it's kind of like, it's probably like a 1 millimeter. It's a pretty thick line. So if you have a thinner one, I suggest a thinner one. This is the only one I have, and it's my favorite one of my silver pens. So this is the one I'm going to use. You can also use the gray Micron 05. Either one of those will work for this. So we're going to start off with the Micron 08. So I'm going to move these to the side. So this is going to be a pretty simple tangle to work with today, but it's fun and it's super cute. So first what we want to do is just kind of pick a spot right here, and we're going to aura across like so. It's going to pick right here and just go ahead and as straight as you can. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. Just come across and go all the way to the end. Then go ahead and turn your tile. You're going to pick a similar width. Just come straight on across. Right to the end. So we're going to do that with each of our sides. All right, and then go ahead and grab your 01. And we're going to aura each of these lines. All right. So go ahead, keep your 01. And for this, we're going to play around with flux today. Flux and some orbs. So, and keep in mind, since we're doing a lot of Hollowbaugh for this Project 25, keep that in mind as you're going to start drawing. So you're going to want to draw your flux kind of big. So don't go small. For this, you're going to want to go bigger. So just pick a point and just kind of start your flux and then build from there. So, if you want to come over here off of this top point and add one here. And then I might start another one from over here. So I have 2 going. And so I'm going to have this one come behind here. As it meets back over here. So again, we want to play with going behind. I mean, this technically has a little spot right here we could add. I don't even know if anyone's going to see that. So again, just go ahead and play around and add your flux wherever you feel the pattern is taking you. All right, once you have all your flux leaves in, you're gonna go in and add just a little bit of a line. And feel free, if you want to embellish it, you could add little embellishments to it, or you can just leave the line there. All right, now that we have our fluxes in with the center lines, what we're going to do is we're going to add our orbs. So since we're playing with Holyball, I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to have like perfect orbs. Well, let me not say it like that. Okay, I'm not going to have them sitting on top. I'm going to have them sitting behind the flux. So kind of like that. So anywhere you have, nice big open spaces that you can play in, just go ahead and add an orb. If you're using the gray micron, you can add like extra little ones because it's easier to get in to those little spaces with your micron. But if you're going to use like a silver pen like I am, mine's going to bleed out a little bit, so I don't want to get too tight. So on many of these, I think I might just have one orb, or like this one, I think I can fit like 2 in. This one maybe 3, but like this one would be 1 orb, and this one orb. So just kind of play around with the space and the technique you're going to use. Or your gray micron. And we are going to start coloring in these spaces. So again, if you're using a silver, again, like this one's lays down a lot of color, just be very, very careful and just kind of, if you need to, just kind of push the color around. Your micron pen will easily, get in these spaces, so you don't have to worry about that as much. So go ahead and fill those spaces in. All right. Once you have your silver thrown down, go ahead and make sure it is dry. Just kind of look at it in the light. You don't want a super obvious, wet glare that you'll see when you have wet ink. If you are using the silver ink and you had, the ink kind of go over, wait, again, when this is dry, this silver ink is dry, you can grab your micron, your 1 again, and go ahead and retrace your lines, and it'll go over the silver. So next, grab your HB or your Zentangle pencil, and we're going to go in and write where our stems kind of start, our petals start. Just go ahead and start throwing down a nice, kind of thick amount of graphite right in there, and then we'll pull that up. So just kind of do that again in these beginning petal areas. All right, once that is laid down, go ahead and grab your tortillon and start bringing this graphite up. Feel free to play with it, around here. Again, we're just giving it a little bit of depth. Once you do these petals, if you want to add a little bit of graphite to these orbs, you can. Again, we're just going to give them a little bit of depth. You don't have to go crazy with them. And go ahead and do that for the rest of the piece. All right, once you have all that in, go ahead and pick up, let's see, where is it? All right, your General's 555 or a really soft pencil. And what we're going to do is go in and we're going to get a little bit of shadow inside here, which will look really nice. It'll really pop it. Make sure you have a sharpened pencil because you're going to want this tip because we're going to get it in real tiny because a little bit goes a long way with this. So just go ahead and start adding right to this line right here, graphite, and you're going to go all the way down, even into the inside of your frame. Just like that. So go ahead and add that to each of your sides, and then go ahead and use your tortillon to soften that shadow in. Oh, look how cute that is, you guys. All right, so go ahead and add your chalk. I think I am gonna put mine, let's see. Ooh, I could do this or this. I think I'm gonna do it right here. I'll add it right here. Right in that little orb. And there we have it. Day 9 with a little bit of shine in those little gray areas. Day 9, and I'll see you for day 10.